Good morning. So I haven't recorded anything in a while because we've been super busy and with like birthday parties and getting together with friends, and the weather's getting nicer. So with the weather getting nicer, I figured that I would start making some cold brew coffee. I like to make my own. I don't drink a ton of coffee. I tend to drink it more in the summer or like on the weekends because I feel like if I have a cup of coffee in the morning, I can't fall asleep at night. I usually drink green tea. But I do like to have a nice cup of cold brew in the summer. So I usually just make my own. I have a 24-ounce mason jar right here. I want to say I got this off of Amazon. And just because I don't like to strain all the coffee grounds out of this, my neighbor told me about these cold brew coffee bags. And I got these off of Amazon, and there's 100 in here. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but if you kind of Google it on Amazon, you can find it. But anyway, so it's like almost like a tea bag, but it's bigger. So, and it's got a little drawstring. And then I've got my coffee. I got this one. This one is chocolate hazelnut ground coffee. It's from Trader Joe's. It's a light roast. I like it. I mean, I kind of like flavored coffees. So all I basically do, and since that is 3 cups, I want to say that I put a half a cup in here. Maybe it's a whole cup. I don't remember. I guess it depends on the strength. And when you make this coffee, it comes out pretty concentrated. So you got to mix it with like water or with ice. He's filling up his water bottle because we're getting ready to go to school. But anyway, so we're just going to pop this guy in here. It makes a bit of a mess, but that's all right. So there's a 1/4 cup in there, and then let's put more. Kids were on spring break last week, so we're getting back into the groove of things. Nobody wants to get up in the morning. Well, actually, that's a lie. Gianna was up and ready before everybody this morning. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to pull this tight. There's a half a cup of grounds in here. I'm going to go ahead. I feel like I used to put more in there, but you know what? I can't remember, and I was being a little lazy and didn't really want to Google it, so I'm just going to eyeball this. And especially with me not drinking as much coffee lately, I don't want something that's super strong because then I will not be able to fall asleep at night. All right. And this is nice because before I was putting the grounds straight into the jar, and then I would have to take like a coffee filter or something and strain out all the grounds, and it just got really messy. So I was really happy when my neighbor recommended these bags. Makes it so much easier. All I do is I just take the bag out and I've got my coffee. All right.
Do we need a coat?
You will need a jacket today. Just do a light jacket like we did yesterday. It's getting nicer out here, so they're asking if they need a jacket. So I just went ahead and filled this up with water as the grounds kind of absorb the water. I think the bag will sink, but I'm just going to go ahead and put this in here. Cover up the top here. And pop this in my fridge, and it should be ready by tomorrow morning. Pour a little bit out, add some water or some ice or whatever you want, and you've got yourself your own cold brew. Good morning again. So this is what our cold brew is looking like after 24 hours in the fridge. I mean, it's pretty dark. So I'm not going to actually have any this morning because I would like to sleep tonight, but all I would basically do is I have like my cup right here. Colin's teacher gifted this to me last year when I was the room parent. So just a little FYI. So I would just basically fill this up with ice, maybe like halfway to 3/4 of the way. Pour in my cold brew, pop the top on, and I'm good to go. You could also just kind of like fill this up with a little bit of ice, pour in some of the cold brew, and then if you want to add milk or if you want to add a little extra water, I actually do that sometimes just to kind of dilute the mixture because this is pretty concentrated as it is. So I'll just do that, and I've got my coffee for the day. So Hope you can give it a try.